Hi Aries, welcome to your Magic Door reading for the 9th through the 23rd of January. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Alright, here's hoping that I get everything in camera this time. Okay, so the Hierophant. Reminds me of elephant. It could be a Taurus that you're thinking about. It could be that you're giving a lot of thought to your marriage and what that means, whether you find it controlling and constrictive or, you're very content, you're just going through crisis, or you're not content. Either way, it could be thinking about this commitment with someone else, or just thinking about marriage in general, right? King of Cups. Let's see how we do here in the camera. King of Cups. Move you back. Strength. That could be Leo. 3 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. How are we doing here? Page of Wands. Ace of Wands. 9 of Swords. Yay, it's all in camera. Okay. I'm going to clarify with these where it makes sense for me to do so. All right, so you really would like a balanced approach to this. You would like an emotionally generous relationship. For some of you might not have this yet, so this is what you're thinking about with and for your relationship. So if you are with somebody, this is about you wanting to reconnect or reach out and initiate because you want to get that emotional reciprocity and generosity and closeness back. Hold on a minute here. Let's clarify that. Okay, so this is, it looks like somebody might have been going online for, there could have been a couple of, cheating. Okay, this looks like somebody basically went online to find hookup partners. So is this somebody approaching someone else to say they're sorry? It looks like they want to have that conversation because this put the whole relationship in jeopardy, the marriage. And somebody's going to need to do the right thing. Whoever went online and cheated, whoever basically just kind of single-handedly or repeatedly put the marriage and relationship in jeopardy is the one that needs to do the right thing. They need to show up. They need to own up to their mistakes. They need to do the right thing. This could also be that there was just a very decisive and clear-cut conversation about what is practical and what needs to be done. Someone holding firm to that and being stubborn. It could also be that there's not a whole lot of emotion right now in the relationship, and it's just a very practical relationship, and you would like to get back to a loving relationship where it's much more emotionally connected. So a couple of scenarios apply here because this is general. My first hunch, though, is that somebody's been going online to find sex partners. Just saying. All right. Again, this is third party here. This is more than 2 people involved. And it could also be that you're waiting to hear from your partner about this, to show up to the table, to talk, to have that conversation. And it's somebody has been shut out, cast out. Somebody feels very disconnected and maybe even kicked out of the house. I mean, we've got somebody standing outside of a structure here. Like, can somebody please talk to me, give me something? So it looks like someone has been discovered doing something, shady, unsavory for the relationship. And there needs to be a lot of I'm sorry, a lot of making up. Somebody needs to, and it's not just situational. This is like overall transformative change here. This is a major arcana, so that's indicative of this. There needs to be a reckoning. This is transformative. This is overarching. This is for the long haul. And there needs to be a decision made with integrity and respect and an honorable choice. So somebody needs to do the right thing. Someone's been kicked out, cast out, and this could be saying, I'm sorry, I've got a hair somewhere. Could be saying that this is, okay. Could be that the advice is to, you know what, you need to just start anew with somebody else, but I don't think so. I think this is about you two starting on a pursuit or a journey together, reconnecting, getting back to each other, finding that passion within yourselves, between you two, what you used to have, if this is to be salvaged, if there is something to be done. So the whole point of this is, you know, your desire to reach out is to bridge this gap. Whether for your situation you think that's doable or not is of course up to you, but there needs to be a transformative change here, not just a situational, I'm sorry, but an effort, a strong, solid, consistent effort made after this, I'm sorry, after this clear-cut conversation, getting to the bottom of things and to the truth. And that could be many conversations of consistent action over time that could lead to a new beginning, a reinvestment in each other, if you will. If you do get back together, it's going to be tentative and younger, or if you do start to reconnect within this relationship, whether you're broken up or not, this is about a relationship that either is separated or estranged. You could, well, it could be because of the kids, okay? It also could be that it's going to be slow going, and it's going to be, somebody's going to still be holding back because there's serious heartache going on here. Somebody's been brokenhearted and dealing with this, so they're going to only let you go so far, or you're only going to let them go so far because of there's just a lack of trust and they need to heal. This seems like it's been going on for a while and they just can't take it anymore. It seems like it's to the point where it's put the whole connection, relationship, family in jeopardy. And if you need to, what you need to know is that this has caused them a great deal of sorrow and heartache. Sorry, knocked the mic there. And that needs to be addressed. And this is pretty clear cut in the sense that it needs to be about someone making amends and making the necessary changes, making that fresh new start, or turning over that new leaf to become and do better, to become a better person and do better in the relationship. Because we're talking about somebody that's going outside the relationship to get their sexual needs met or just other needs met. They've done something to betray the connection. So your partner is really suffering, or you are really suffering, and your partner needs to know that. And that needs to be taken into account in moving forward. A regard for somebody else's feelings needs to happen here so that there can be that healing and that new beginning. Otherwise, it's not going to start. It's going to be a non-starter. All right, what does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Aries. Coming to conclusions, putting the pieces together. This, to me, okay, this adds up to a 10 right here. This feels like somebody's just about done. Especially if this is kind of chronic, or if it's a major issue from time to time, or whether it's just happening all the time. This is something that's happened before and they suspect could happen again. So this is basically about, it feels like you or your partner is just about done, and they're to the point where they're starting to realize who they are. There's a self-awareness here happening. And even though maybe somebody doesn't feel like they're at fault, this person is realizing, okay, maybe this isn't the best situation for me. Maybe I've grown past this. Maybe, you know, I'm starting to see my part in this situation, and I don't know if I want to participate anymore, regardless of if the cheater or the cheated. It's just somebody starting to come to a lot of conclusions and put the pieces together and understand what is going on, and then they're going to base a decision on that. So whether that's you or your partner, Aries, this is, whoever this is, they're about done. And there needs to be major transformative change and consistent effort, because it feels like this is the last chance. Just saying. Okay. All right. So Aries, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I wish you luck with this. Take care.